Hello, everyone. I took this picture on the magazine rack when I was at my local Barnes & Noble, which has reopened, but has all these annoying restrictions in play. Um, but that's another subject entirely. Um, they have their doors open to the parking lot, but closed to the mall. They've done all kinds of things that they've overturned all the places to sit down, like the formerly where there were desks or chairs or benches. They're all restricted. They're all off limits. So if you're going to browse, you got to browse standing up, buddy. But anyway, as I said, that's a whole nother subject. But this caught my eye on the magazine rack, and I don't know. I wanted to run it by y'all and ask what y'all think. This is, I suppose, I don't know much about this publication. I suppose it's French from the name, but it's a, well, disturbing cover, I would say. It's a rather sexualized picture of a little girl. It's kind of incredible to me that we still see things like this right out in plain sight. You'd think that there would be a lot more sensitivity about these kinds of things now, post Epstein, now that there's even a documentary show about Jeffrey Epstein on Netflix, of all places. I mean, you don't get much more mainstream than that. It's seeped into, it used to just be something for the fever swamp of the so-called conspiracy nuts, and now it's on Netflix. And yet, in spite of that, you still have magazines like this featuring covers like this. Now, you see again. I don't think I need to dwell too much on how this is an image that is sexualized. I mean, I think it's pretty apparent, even though it's not, it's not pornographic, but the lollipop in the mouth, the kind of I don't know, I don't want to say come hither look, but something like that, something that they an image of her face that they froze at this very moment. One of the weird things about this picture is the eyes. She has red pupils, which I always thought that was a sign of bad photography, like amateur photography. Like, you take a picture of your friends and the flash is a little too bright, and then people get red eye. This is supposed to be a professional picture, but she's got red eyes, which is that's kind of strange too. Like, why would they intentionally go for that kind of look? Certainly raises some questions in and of itself. Are they trying to make her like devilish looking and sort of enhancing this this subtle, sexualized aspect of the image? The color red, the red eyes, the red lollipop, the reddened lips with the lollipop. I don't know. I just wanted to put this out there because once again, it just doesn't seem to go anywhere. It doesn't seem to disappear, even though there's heightened sensitivity, there's heightened notice. It's not like it was 5 years ago. You know, it's not like before this became something that was heavily dwelt upon and talked about, particularly in the case of Epstein. If you want to say Epstein was a kind of red pill, red again, a red pill, quote unquote, then I suppose you can say that. So there's certainly more notice of these kinds of things, and yet you can put up a picture like this of a little girl, looking rather sexualized. How old do you think she is? I don't think she's older than 12. Maybe 10 to 12. That would be my guess. I don't know. What is it? I don't have that much to say about it, except that I'm just still surprised and I guess still somewhat chagrined that it's still in our faces like this. I mean, not that this isn't not an official. This is not a publication that is that well known, but it was on the rack at the Barnes and Noble, so it can't be that avant-garde or obscure. And featuring cover art like this. What do y'all think? Let me know. My name's Andy Nowicki. Check out my work at altrightnovelist.com or lowstatusnovelist.blogspot.com.